Hello and welcome back to Elderly Stories. Many of us take vitamins or supplements hoping to give our health a little boost, maybe fill in some nutritional gaps. It feels like a proactive, healthy thing to do, right? But here's something important to consider. How we combine these supplements matters. While done thoughtfully, they can be helpful. Certain combinations might not work well together and could even lead to unexpected issues. It's not always about what you take, but how and when you take it. The statistics show that in the United States, supplement abuse results in over 24,000 ER visits annually. And like you, the majority of them had good intentions. Today, let's gently explore 7 combinations that deserve a closer look, especially as we age. Understanding this can help us make informed choices for our well-being. And before we start, I would really appreciate it if you like this video. You can also help me continue spreading these timeless lessons. If you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any videos. If you like this video, leave a comment with the number 1. If you don't, comment with the number 0 so I can improve future videos. Now let's get started. 1. The combination that saps your energy is vitamin C plus vitamin B12. When it comes to daily pills, one of the most frequent and unexpectedly dangerous mistakes individuals make is mixing vitamin C with vitamin B12. Both of these vitamins are extremely significant on their own, particularly for older adults. The benefits of vitamin C in boosting immunity, reducing inflammation, and shielding the body from oxidative stress are widely recognized. In the meantime, red blood cell production, cognitive support, and the preservation of healthy nerve function all depend on vitamin B12. Because natural absorption tends to decrease with age, B12 becomes even more important if you are over 50. The thing that many people are unaware of is that taking large amounts of vitamin C concurrently with vitamin B12, particularly first thing in the morning when you are not eating anything, may actually prevent your body from effectively absorbing the B12. What causes this to occur? Because of its strong acidity, vitamin C can actually neutralize or break down vitamin B12 in your digestive system before your body can absorb it. Therefore, that large glass of orange juice you had with your morning B12 dose might be doing more harm than good. Over time, this mild interaction could become harmful. The symptoms of a vitamin B12 shortage may not be apparent at first, but they may appear with time. We're discussing symptoms including persistent exhaustion, numbness or tingling in the hands and feet, difficulty focusing, and even memory loss. In more extreme situations, chronic B12 insufficiency might cause nerve damage that might be hard to repair. What is the most annoying? Simply because the time is incorrect, you could be taking your supplements consistently every day and still experience a shortfall. What is the answer then? Fortunately, the timing is straightforward and efficient. Vitamin C and B12 should be taken at least 2 hours apart rather than simultaneously. For instance, you could take your B12 supplement with breakfast in the morning and then have your vitamin C or citrus-rich beverage at lunchtime or mid-morning. The way your body absorbs and uses each nutrient is significantly altered by this minor change. It enables you to benefit fully from both vitamins without any conflict between them. Keep in mind that supplements are not always effective, even if they are available over the counter and appear to be safe. Because the body is a complex system, improper use of even natural vitamins can cause competition or conflict. Knowing how your supplements work together is essential if you're serious about boosting your energy levels, cognitive function, and long-term vitality. Checking the timing of your daily vitamin intake will benefit your nervous system, energy levels, and even memory. Start today. Do you currently take both vitamin C and B12? Let us know with a 2 for yes or 3 for no in the comments below. 2. Second place. The silent fight that erodes immunity is copper plus zinc. When it comes to promoting your health, copper and zinc appear to be a powerful combination. And when interpreted correctly, they are. Both minerals are vital and serve important roles in the body, particularly for older folks who want to stay healthy and have plenty of energy. Copper strengthens your immune system, helps your body make energy, and forms collagen, which maintains the strength of your skin and joints. Conversely, zinc has a crucial role in immunological response, hormone homeostasis, and wound healing. For an extra boost, it would make sense to take them simultaneously, wouldn't it? Not quite, that is. This is the issue. In the digestive tract, zinc nearly usually prevails over copper in the competition for absorption. Higher dosages of zinc, especially over extended periods of time, can inhibit your body's absorption of copper since zinc is more aggressive in the gut. Because of this imbalance, you might not even be aware that you have a copper shortage. What does that signify for your health then? The symptoms of a copper deficiency can be rather severe. You may notice an increase in your level of fatigue, an inexplicable anemia, or heightened sensitivity to cold. Because copper is involved in iron metabolism, it can also affect your red blood cells, which is why some people experience joint issues or brittle bones. The problem is that these symptoms are frequently misdiagnosed as other illnesses or simply written off as a natural aspect of aging. In actuality, the problem might be as straightforward as consuming too much zinc without appropriately balancing it with copper. You might be surprised to learn how frequent this is. To strengthen their immune systems, particularly during the cold and flu season, many seniors take zinc on a daily basis. However, if you don't get enough copper, the long-term effects can actually make your immune system weaker rather than stronger. What is the solution then? It all boils down to moderation and timing. Experts advise taking copper and zinc at different times of the day, preferably separated by at least 2 hours. Consult your physician or a dietitian about safe copper incorporation if you're taking greater quantities of zinc on a daily basis, for example, to boost your immune system. Depending on your body's requirements and any underlying medical concerns, switching up your days may be more effective in some situations. Additionally, watch out for supplements like multivitamins that contain both copper and zinc. Even though they are frequently combined, not everyone may find the balance to be optimal, particularly older persons whose dietary demands may change over time. Remember that it's not just about what you take, it's also about how you take it to maintain a robust immune system and general vigor. Therefore, pay attention to this silent mineral fight. You may make sure your body receives the full benefits of both of these essential nutrients without one taking center stage if you space out your supplementation and seek professional advice. The third is omega-3 fatty acids and ginkgo biloba. Double blood thinners have the potential to kill. It's simple to see why so many people include omega-3 fatty acids and ginkgo biloba in their regular supplement regimen. Both have established health benefits and are supported by science. Ginkgo biloba is a potent herbal medicine that is frequently used to enhance blood flow to the brain, promote mental clarity and memory, and even lessen tinnitus or dizzy symptoms. Omega-3s, on the other hand, are highly valued for their capacity to lower inflammation, safeguard heart health, and enhance brain and vision function. They are frequently found in fish oil supplements. Particularly for older persons, these supplements can be extremely helpful when taken separately and under the proper circumstances. But many individuals are unaware that ginkgo biloba and omega-3 fatty acids have a very significant negative effect in common. They thin the blood. In other words, they lessen the blood's capacity to clot, which may help avoid heart attacks or strokes. However, combining two potent blood thinners without a doctor's advice raises the possibility of internal bleeding, which is even more deadly. A bruise that takes a little longer to heal isn't the only thing at stake here. We are discussing potentially fatal consequences such as bleeding in the brain, spontaneous bruising, or gastrointestinal bleeding. If you currently take prescription blood thinners such as clopidogrel, aspirin, or warfarin, your risk increases even further. If your blood is too thin to clot correctly, even something as simple as a dental cleaning, minor surgery, or a bump on the leg could turn into a catastrophic medical incident. For older folks who might already be coping with high blood pressure, slower healing, or frail blood vessels, it's especially crucial. This is where danger arises. Many people feel falsely secure since both ginkgo biloba and omega-3 fatty acids are natural. However, natural does not imply innocuous, particularly when used with other drugs or supplements that alter blood flow. So what's the wise course of action? You should definitely see your physician before taking both ginkgo biloba and omega-3 fatty acids. Avoid combining these on your own, particularly if you are taking blood thinners or are getting ready for surgery or dental procedures. Your doctor will probably advise regular clotting factor monitoring, dosage modifications, and checkups to ensure your safety if they approve the combination. Although both of these supplements might help you stay healthy, they might be too effective when used together. Make sure your doctor is aware of the risks and working with you to manage them before combining them. Tipping the delicate equilibrium of your blood too much could have major consequences. Have you ever considered taking ginkgo or omega-3s? Type 4 for yes or 5 for no. Fourth, calcium and magnesium, when bone builders begin to compete. Since both are necessary for strong bones, good muscles, and general vitality, especially as we age, magnesium and calcium initially appear to be an ideal fit. Calcium is frequently advised to help prevent osteoporosis and fractures later in life, since it is the mineral that most people link with bone strength and muscular contraction. Magnesium, on the other hand, has a less obvious but no less important function. It controls blood sugar, heart rhythm, muscle relaxation, and nerve messages. However, most individuals are unaware that more isn't always better when it comes to these two minerals. In fact, you may do more harm than good if you take too much calcium without taking enough magnesium to balance it out. Why? Because the digestive system's ability to absorb magnesium may be hampered by excessive calcium levels. In the intestines, both minerals vie for the same pathways, with calcium frequently taking precedence. This implies that if your calcium levels are too high, your body may not be able to absorb enough magnesium, even if you're getting it via your diet or supplements. Then what? Numerous problems can result from a magnesium deficit, which is brought on by inadequate absorption rather than a lack of ingestion. You may start to feel tired, twitchy, or even have cramping in your muscles. Low magnesium levels can cause weakness, an irregular heartbeat, and an elevated risk of heart disease in more severe situations. What about the terrifying part? These symptoms, which might appear gradually, are frequently confused with other medical conditions or just ascribed to aging. Seniors who are concerned about maintaining bone health and take calcium supplements on a daily basis, sometimes without realizing they also need to support their magnesium intake, are particularly prone to this mineral imbalance. The ratio between the two is crucial in this situation, not calcium being the bad guy. So how can you consume both without making your system clogged with nutrients? Maintaining a calcium to magnesium ratio of 2 to 1 or less is advised by health professionals. Aim for at least 400-500 milligrams of magnesium per day, for instance, if you take 1,000 milligrams of calcium. This equilibrium makes sure that neither mineral overpowers the other and that your body absorbs them both efficiently. Taking them at different times of the day is also a good idea. For example, take magnesium with dinner and calcium with morning. This scheduling technique can lessen gastrointestinal distress and enhance absorption. Additionally, make sure to read the label of any multivitamin or bone health supplement you're taking, because even well-known brands have poorly balanced combinations. Giving your body the proper nutrients at the correct times and in the right amounts is ultimately what it takes to maintain your muscles, heart, and bones. Calcium and magnesium can certainly complement one another, but only if you allow each to take center stage. Fifth, when good fats fight for absorption, vitamins D+, E+, and K are frequently praised as nutritional powerhouses, particularly for those of us who want to maintain our health as we age. And with good reason. Since they are all fat-soluble vitamins, the body needs dietary fat in order to adequately absorb them. They all have distinct and important roles to perform in preserving your health. Let's dissect them. Vitamin D boosts immunity, strengthens bones, and aids in the absorption of calcium. Being a potent antioxidant, vitamin E shields cells from harm brought on by free radicals, which is crucial as we age. Then there is vitamin K, which supports cardiovascular health by preventing calcium buildup in arteries and playing a critical role in blood clotting. Therefore, if all three are fat-soluble and necessary, it could make sense to take them all at once, right? Not exactly, actually. High dosages of vitamin D and vitamin E together can hinder the absorption of vitamin K, even though they are both useful when taken separately. The reason for this is that various vitamins vie for the same bodily transport systems. Large doses of D and E, particularly from supplements, might crowd out vitamin K in your body, making it more difficult for it to use it efficiently. And that is significant. Your body may find it more difficult to clot blood effectively when your vitamin K levels fall, which raises the possibility of bleeding or bruises. More worrisome, low vitamin K can cause calcium to be deposited in the arteries rather than the bones, which over time raises the risk of heart disease and bone loss. This type of engagement is particularly risky because it isn't immediately apparent. Even though you may be taking your supplements consistently and believe you are meeting all of your nutritional needs, a silent imbalance could be steadily endangering your health. What is the wise course of action then? Don't panic first. These vitamins are still useful and safe to take. Timing and balance are crucial. They should be separated by at least 2 hours in order to minimize competition and optimize their advantages. You may, for example, take vitamin K with dinner, vitamin E with lunch, and vitamin D with breakfast. This makes it easier for your body to take in and metabolize each one without any problems. Second, because they are fat-soluble, take them with foods that contain healthy fats, such as fatty fish, avocado, nuts, seeds, or olive oil. Fat improves absorption and guarantees that these nutrients get to the areas where they are most needed. Every little change we make to our health regimen as we become older might have a significant impact. Making better decisions, staying safe, and getting the most out of your supplements are all made easier when you understand how even healthy nutrients can conflict with one another. Do you usually take your vitamins with a meal? Let us know with a 6 for yes or 7 for no. 6. Iron and vitamin C appear to be the ideal combination for improving health, and they frequently are. There's a good reason if you've ever been advised to consume orange juice along with your iron supplement. Non-heme iron, which is included in plant foods and the majority of over-the-counter supplements, is better absorbed when vitamin C is present. This can help increase iron levels more efficiently and avoid weakness, exhaustion, and brain fog, which can be especially beneficial for those with iron deficiency anemia. The problem is that this combo can backfire if used excessively. Iron overload can result from taking too much vitamin C, which can actually raise iron absorption to dangerous amounts. This might not be an issue for everyone, but for certain people, especially those who have hemochromatosis, a genetic disorder, it is a major worry. This disorder causes people to naturally absorb more iron than they require, which increases their risk of iron toxicity when they unintentionally combine it with excessive vitamin C dosages. What are the true effects of iron overload on the body? Not only does too much iron accumulate in your body, but it also begins to build up in important organs, particularly the pancreas, liver, and heart. This can eventually result in hormonal abnormalities, liver damage, heart disease, and even early aging because of elevated oxidative stress. What about the terrifying part? Frequently, these symptoms develop gradually and subtly. You might feel good until you don't. Regularly taking high quantities of iron and vitamin C might tilt the scales too far, even if you don't have hemochromatosis. Iron supplementation should therefore never be left up to chance. Getting the proper amount of iron for your body is more important than simply getting enough of it. How can this combo be used safely then? Prior to beginning supplements, it is crucial to get your iron levels checked. You can determine whether you actually need more iron with a straightforward blood test. If you do, it can still work wonders when used with a moderate dose of vitamin C under a doctor's supervision. However, more is not always better. Follow the dosage recommendations on the labels of your supplements, and unless specifically instructed, do not combine iron and vitamin C. You might not require any more iron if you currently consume foods high in iron, such as spinach, lentils, or red meat. Additionally, exercise caution while taking multivitamins that include both vitamin C and iron. Although it can appear practical, some people may find that it gradually raises their iron levels to dangerous levels. The bottom line? When taken carefully, iron plus vitamin C can be a potent combination. It is essential to your heart, liver, and long-term health. The 7th nutrient block is calcium plus iron, which makes you weak and exhausted. 7. Iron and calcium are both necessary minerals that support key bodily processes, particularly as we age. Calcium is well known for its involvement in sustaining muscle function, guaranteeing appropriate nerve transmission, and constructing and maintaining strong bones and teeth. Iron, on the other hand, is essential for the synthesis of red blood cells and the movement of oxygen. Your body simply cannot supply enough oxygen to muscles and tissues without it, which causes weakness, exhaustion, and ultimately anemia. Iron and calcium actually compete with one another for intestinal absorption, which is a hidden hazard that many people are unaware of. Additionally, calcium typically prevails since it is the more prevalent mineral in this duel. This implies that your body may absorb far less iron than intended if you take a high-quality iron supplement to address a shortage in a calcium-rich dietary supplement at the same time. And that builds up over time. What occurs then if your body isn't getting enough iron? You can begin to experience cold hands and feet, shortness of breath during everyday tasks, or exhaustion that doesn't go away with rest. Some people get weak and lightheaded, or their complexion turns pale. These are typical signs of iron deficiency anemia, which is particularly prevalent in elderly persons yet is sometimes mistaken for aging. In actuality, the problem can be as straightforward as the timing of your pills. Despite being extensively studied in medical studies, the relationship between calcium and iron is frequently disregarded in day-to-day activities. For instance, a lot of multivitamins include both minerals, which may seem convenient, but it actually lessens their efficiency. Others could take iron supplements immediately after breakfast, unaware that the high calcium content of milk, yogurt, or fortified cereals can hinder its absorption. How can you maximize the benefits of both nutrients then? The answer is to never take iron and calcium at the same time. Instead, allow your body enough time to properly absorb each mineral by separating them by at least 2 hours. To enhance absorption, iron should ideally be taken empty-handed or with a tiny amount of vitamin C like orange juice. Take it with a small, low-calcium meal if an empty stomach bothers you. However, calcium is best taken with food, which also lowers the risk of upset stomach. In this manner, you can benefit fully from both minerals without one interfering with the other. In conclusion, iron and calcium are both necessary, but they don't work well together. You may avoid unintended nutrient conflicts and maintain healthy blood, strong bones, and optimal energy levels with a little time awareness. Not every combination of supplements is bad. Some really complement one another well, amplifying their effects and improving the way your body absorbs nutrients. When used appropriately, these clever combinations can have significant health advantages, particularly for senior citizens who wish to safeguard their immune system, heart, brain, and bones. Let's examine 4 combinations that, when used correctly, really do work. 1. Vitamin D3 and vitamin K2. As mentioned, D3 boosts calcium absorption, while K2 acts like a traffic cop, directing that calcium into your bones and teeth, keeping it out of arteries. A fantastic team for bone and heart health. 2. Vitamin D and magnesium. Magnesium is crucial for converting vitamin D into its active form in the body. Taking them together helps ensure you're actually using the vitamin D you absorb, supporting bones, immunity, mood, and heart health. This is vital as magnesium levels can decline with age. 3. Fat-soluble vitamins, A, D, E, K, with healthy fats. Repeating this because it's so important. Pairing these vitamins with meals containing avocado, olive oil, nuts, seeds, or eggs maximizes their absorption and benefit for vision, skin, bones, and cardiovascular function. Or vitamin E plus omega-3. Fatty acids, a powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant duo. Great for heart and brain health by reducing inflammation and protecting cells. Remember the caution. Consult your doctor if on blood thinners due to their combined mild thinning effect. Lastly, let's quickly review 5 common supplement habits that seniors might want to reconsider for better results and safety. 1. Taking all supplements at once. While convenient, this ignores potential interactions, like calcium blocking iron, and differing absorption needs. Fat-soluble vitamins need fat, some are better on an empty stomach. Spacing them throughout the day based on compatibility and meal times is often more effective. 2. Trusting generic multivitamins. Blindly, many multis seem like an easy solution, but might contain poorly absorbed ingredients, imbalanced doses, or combinations that interfere, like high calcium with iron. They can also contain unnecessary fillers or dyes. Always read labels carefully, choose reputable brands, And ideally, tailor supplements to your specific needs with professional guidance. 3. Not telling your doctor about your full supplement list. Many assume supplements are harmless and don't mention them, but they can interact with prescription medications, like fish oil with blood thinners, affect medical conditions, or interfere with planned surgeries. Always provide your doctor with a complete list of everything you take: vitamins, minerals, herbs. It's crucial for your safety. Do you typically share your full supplement list with your doctor? Type 9 for yes or 10 for no. Or ignoring timing and food interactions. Knowing when and how to take supplements maximizes their benefit. Fat solubles with fat, iron away from calcium, B12 away from high-dose C. These details matter for absorption and effectiveness. 5. Taking megadoses without testing orders. More is rarely better and can sometimes be harmful. High doses of certain vitamins, like A, B6, D, can build up and cause toxicity or side effects over time. Hair loss, nerve issues, organ stress. Don't guess your nutrient needs. Get tested to identify actual deficiencies before taking high-dose supplements. Navigating supplements can feel complex, but knowledge empowers us. It's about making small, informed adjustments for our well-being. These aren't meant to scare, but to help you use supplements safely and effectively. Here at Elderly Stories, we believe in sharing practical insights for healthy aging. If you found this discussion valuable, please give it a like video. We invite you to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss our future conversations. Thank you for joining us today. Stay well, be informed, and take good care.